Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 9 of my Let's Play of Ashes of God's Redemption. Okay, let's get on and let's leave this place. You decide against burying the bodies by the road. At least the fallen beside the Merkin have found a common grave with no further business here. Prepare to depart. You notice, Glinda is deep in thought. Well, you can say a word. Glinda speaks up. Dad, why didn't you let me go on the bridge? Dad, am I a bad fighter, or were you going easy on me during training? Well, technically we've had 3 fights. You were involved in 2, and both of them you were unconscious. So yeah, I could say you're a bad fighter, but then again I'm not much to say either, because I've been in 3 fights, I've been conscious 3 times. But even then, no, technically, I guess when we restart the fights they don't really count. So the non-restarted fights, I'm down as just as much as you. The restarted fights, you were down every fight. He's only been down once, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go back and check the channel, but I think that's right. But either way, you've been down every single time. I think my guy's been down maybe twice, because he did have 2 skulls. No, I think he survived one, didn't he? But he still got a skull because of it. You know, he survived. Yeah, I think he's only been down once. So yeah, in that sense, you're probably all a bad fighter. Don't mean to hurt your feelings. You feign surprise, and who else would care for the wounded? Our men aren't exactly a nurturing bunch, so I put my trust in you, and judging by how you handled childbirth, I wasn't wrong to do so. As for going easy on you during training, that's complete and utter nonsense. Call Sop as a witness, call Brat as a witness, call Hod. Sop? You turn to the lad, he nods agreeably. The captain never cut us any slack during training, and he really taught you well, Glenda. You're a better fencer than most of us. You can tell that Glenda is taken aback by all the praise and decides to seize the moment. Grab your stuff, all of you. The child's going with you. Glenda, there's a squad of ensign prowling about, so get back in those saddles. Everyone make haste. Okay. I guess where we go.
In enemy territory, a campfire gives warmth, but the cold gives protection. Shadow Clan's code for warriors of peace. Huh.
Cool. So in enemy territory, a campfire gives warmth. That makes sense. In enemy territory, your campfire will give you warmth, but the cold gives protection. Because, of course, if you've got a campfire out, that's a bright light they can see. That's smoke coming from it. There's a going from it. People huddled around it. So you're all in one area, so it's easy to ambush. Whereas if you're cold, you know, they don't know you're there. As long as you're obviously not going like that, they don't know you're there. And of course, even modern day, that works because of the what's it called? Well, not as much, would it? I was thinking like you know how we have the infrared heat things for modern war, sort of thing. But if you have a campfire, that will show us the hot things. So you pick you for miles and miles, and then you'll be little dots near it, but not. But if you're cold enough, you won't be able to see how many, I guess. Where the cold, probably won't be able to pick you as far, but again, your body heat would still be picked up, so I guess it doesn't work modern war. But back in this day, or this fantasy thing, whatever you want to class it as, medieval, this works. Continue.
Year 1002, since divine retribution.
Retribution. I think I'm saying reputation or something.
Equinox. Kingdom of Frisia. The city of
Voden.
A procession approaches the city.
Uh-oh.
Hundreds, no, thousands.
Good guys?
Walk to Voden, shackled and closely guarded.
Shackled? Oh, so the slaves. You observe the surrounding from a tall ramp, and it is your job to foresee any threats, especially those another might overlook. Something menacing is in the air. It might have something to do with the prisoners. Oh, am I someone else now? So I guess I'll meet up with the other group later. Okay. I'm just getting into being him. You are a bodyguard of the highest rank, a warrior of Shadow Clan. Your client, Count Perkusuran, shows you off like a golden belt buckle. Makes no difference to you. In the end, you are loyal to your clan. The streets are full of Garkas, city dwellers and villagers, who brought their whole families to the festival. However, Temple Inquisitors, no mere entertainers, preside over the ceremonies. Hey. I keep taking the first letter out, obviously. for some reason, because I'm reading the font it is and keep forgetting that's actually part of it. They offer a special kind of entertainment. They will be executions and tortured to commemorate the spring equinox. This time, they will be an astonishing number of victims. The city will drown in blood. Very nice. So am I playing the evil guy now? New guy was a good guy? Holy fudge. Ow, so they already got to him. These are all to be hung? No offence, I know they're chained up, but if they all work together, they might have a short chance. They have a rope. Wrap it around his throat. They have to be organised to do it, though. Fudge. Okay, yeah, I didn't see this amount of guards here. Okay, maybe they wouldn't. I was looking at this and I was thinking, like, you got 1 guard, 2 guard, 3 guards, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even to change up, they can do this. And then it's like, oh. But if they help, but then it's like, oh. And who's this guy? Yeah, they may have a chance, but don't have weapons or armor, not trained, so. A tall temple servant is commanding the guardsman. A man in the crowd whispers his name. Nakama. Count Pelican also approaches him, arms wide open. Finally you're here. How was the journey, your holiness? What news would you like to rest, or begin the festivities immediately? Have you considered my request? Sheathe your sword. Turn to face the count. Remain impassive. Remain impassive. Can't notice your lack of reaction and balls his small fist in anger. No need to fret, Count. The 3rd Legion is already on the march. You should let fate do the work when considering the command of 3 legions. Other commanders might suffer from falling sickness, or their tents could be attacked by bandits. Do you follow me? Surprise. Does the temple permit such tricks of fortune? And how should I persuade a fate such as this? Will the temple advise me? The temple of divine wrath only instills anger, so heed my advice. Listen in. Turn your head slightly. Ignore the conversation. Listen in. Lowering his voice. If the arrogants are as adept as they say, here is your solution. Your bodyguard will do anything you wish, unless, of course, it's not in his contract. Everyone knows that I have an econ in my services. They'll know it was me. Besides, I do not want to lose a bodyguard of his caliber. They say an econ is worth 50 Frisian warriors. Money-wise, that's certainly true. Your econ can bring you your 3 legions more easily than a servant bringing a chamber pot. Test him if you doubt him. I like this sort of entertainment. If your bodyguard slays, say, 12 or 2 Frisians, guards, I'll turn a blind eye. What? I gotta fight 12 people? I hope he's like super strong. If he's like everyone else I've been playing as, I'm gonna get slaughtered. You're absolutely still. A premonition touches you like a breeze, but your inner peace is undisturbed. You are always ready for whatever may happen. Though proud to stay here, I need to speak with His Holiness in private. Worry not. I'll be safe in Nekba's company. Meanwhile, make sure that everything is in order. Nod. Satisfied grin blooms across the Count's face. He has interrupted your nod as a bow, it seems. This day last year, 2 murderers were tortured to death, murderous, in the city square. This year brings many more victims, but they look nothing like murderers. Executioner. Prisoners. Okay. So where's my character supposed to be standing, or am I just randomly here and I just appear where I click? Because that's the guy I was talking to, that's the guy who's in a private conversation. A red-haired prisoner girl watches you intently. It seems she wants to say something. Haggard, foul-smelling prisoners are pressed against the wall. The red-haired girl does not look traumatized, though. She certainly is, as guardsmen drag a scrawny old man from the crowd. You lose sight of her for a moment. She looks completely different to everyone else. Reet. More women stand behind the red-haired girl, but she alone watches you. You remain calm and impassive, even when she calls out to you in Ekran. The red-haired girl is definitely not Ekran. If she were, you would have been forced to abandon your services and save your kin. Nothing else can interfere with your service to Perkensal, who pays you so well. Hey warrior, my name is Reet. Can you feel what's happening? Is it not time you remembered your duty? You remain silent, your inner peace is absolute. Open your eyes. That temple servant is not human, it's a reaper in human form. What? Open your eye. So what? Enough of your tales. Don't reply. You are a warrior of peace, nothing should disturb your inner calm. You should go with the flow of life, not stand midstream like a rock. The girl cannot unnerve you. As you leave, she hisses hatefully. Damn you! You have no idea the reaping is coming, the reaping! So this is before what's just happened in chapter 1 stuff, isn't it? Remain silent. The warrior's code of Shadow Clan described in a calm. Wise, you are useless. You receive substantial sums of money from Account Chronicle. Turn around to find Nakamura staring at you with a contemptuous grin. He gives a sign. You hear screams and choice swear words behind your back. The guards have picked up the girl Reed and are carrying her to the Dallas. The temple servants watches you closely. Can I? Oh, there she is. Can I save her? Seems that the ungainly fellow is the executioner. He is in a conversation with an old inquisitor, clad in black robes, bearing the sign of a temple. The old man appears to outrank him, but the executioner will preside over the coming festivities nonetheless. So is one of these a reaper, like they said? Executioner checks the steel spikes protruding from the wall, and then looks into a tin box. Arguing, damnation! Why did we drive this herd to Warden? You can only hang 10 people at a time here. Do you mean to drive the rest back? The older man rummages through a canvas bag. Did you plug your ears when I went over the details? We slaughter a dozen, maybe 2 dozen here. The rest we drive. Further, we're working for a grand cause, Mel. The ears, by the way, do not forget the ears. Peek into Mel's box. Examine it through Dias. Peek into Ensign's bag. Mel's bag. You sneak a peek under the lid of the executioner's box. Knives, hooks, pincers, tongs, and steel spikes glisten anonymously. The owner of these instruments clearly enjoys his work. Mel giggles. I remember your collection. What should I cut off? That's different. Noses, perhaps. As for the grand cause, I'm happier arranging smaller affairs, smaller and sweeter. Ogrin laughs. Don't tell me I saw you drool, slicing a wench from breast to crotch, just to see her guts spill. Just wait for it. You'll soon have it your way. We'll slay them by the hundreds. Mel? Is that supposed to be an M? Mel? Oh yeah. Mel blissfully closes his eyes. It is. So all this talk about Umberland Burkana is not just gossip. It's a long way to go. Many won't make it. Still, there's naught like fresh meat. Mel rubs his hands together. You wonder why anyone would drive prisoners toward war. Usually it would be the opposite. Fidges in the car, muttering beneath his breath. Do you really need to bother him? Yeah. Before you can approach the old man, Negmar beats you to the punch. Yet Warden is an ancient fortress. If you stand in the square opposite a spot, conversations can be heard at a distance. Alka nods in your direction. Did you ever torture a man from the Shadows clan? Burn him with hot irons? Cut his sinners? They say these men feel no pain. The Inquisitor shrugs. Inquisitors are not really human. Rumor has it you can cut a child to pieces in front of an acre, and unless he was hired to protect that child, a warrior of the Shadow clan won't so much as blink. It's said that they have no hearts. Smirks scornfully. Nakamura smirks softly. As if you had a heart, will you flinch if you have to butcher a child? How many have you disemboweled already? Perhaps we have something in common with warriors of the Shadow clan. I love to see that one in action. Trying to come in that you heard everything. That you've heard everything. Remains severe. Meets your eye, but you look right through him into the void. The old man coughs. I have a heart, you holiness. Holiness. On occasion, it even aches a bit. When you've lived as long as I, yours will too. What do you think? Will we defeat Broken this time? Neko pats the old man on the shoulder. Soon you shall see everything for yourself. All we need is to spill some blood, a great deal of blood in a proper place, not palace. Wooden is only the beginning, Urga. What happened? I guess I have to go and chat with him. So unless I did the wrong decision here, I couldn't do anything to talk to them. And with that, we're actually going to end this episode. Please like, please subscribe, please see you next time. Have a great wonderful day, and we'll see if we can talk to him next time, and of course, see if we can save her. And again, put in the comments if you want to keep the series continuing, or I might take it off for a few weeks and bring it back if you really want it. If not, I might bring it back at a very late date if I want to do some on my own side, as a side thing. But anyway, for now, see you next time. And remember, like, subscribe, and share this video. Have a great day, and support the channel. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.